While the director has been absent, I, Russel Boog, went to Ardent under a disguise to search for any information I could on the new virus that has taken over Fire Knightlord. Sadly, my search turned out to be a total failure. On the other hand, the dark side of Ardent houses such shady characters that information about, let's say, a virus is not that far from their reach, especially if the information itself came from the Black Thrush. Now you're probably thinking,
Russel, why do you have to work with this bastards who kidnapped our dear Nadia?
I know this is wrong, but in order to save Fire Knightlord, it needs to be done, even if I have to shake the devil's hand. I may also get fired for this. Hopefully no one will sell me out. You wouldn't do that, right, viewers? Somehow I can imagine no. I can see you all crossing your hands behind your back while promising me. You know what I'll say? Bring it on. I'm not afraid. I'm doing this all for a noble cause. The director may have given up, but I will prevail where others have failed. So said Russel Boog. Anyways, going back to my shady dark deals with the Black Thrush. They've agreed to help me, only if I bring the head of a guy who hasn't contacted them in a while. I asked him, is it a spy? A fugitive?
Nothing important. Just loose ends.
That didn't help at all. Most of the journey, I was constantly lost trying to find this guy. The Thrush commissioned for me to take out. For all the fuss I made about saving Fire, I was close to giving up. Nonetheless, I made a vow, and I'm content on keeping it. Luckily, while fighting my way through the waves of creatures around this forest of Greenhaven. Yes, you heard me right. The place where the director recorded the Devil Beast, a VH conspiracy. One individual approached me. At first I thought I would be attacked. Turns out he was actually a pacifist. Would you look at that? A pacifist goblin? Fascinating. Although I didn't came here to interview him about such origins. I came here to take out a guy, creature, or whatever he is. The goblin told me that he was the one the Black Thrush was looking for. I couldn't believe my ears. He was telling me the hunter, knowing all too well death was instant about his real identity. I was curious on a hunch I had, so proceeded to hear him out on what he had to say before the curtain falls.
The reason the Black Thrush wants my head is because of my constant help to heroes, especially those I helped in guiding towards their hideout.
When I heard that, I was impressed. Not only was he with the villains, but also acted as a double agent for the heroes. There was something I was missing from here. Not keeping to my thoughts, I decided of going with the risk, knowing all too well it might blow the chance I have of getting information on the new virus. Have you ever heard of new virus coming into Ardent lately? Any victims, or either a cure? I asked him, although I didn't know if by asking that I would be considered a lunatic. It happened before. Take Rosamunda from Kronk Island, for example.
If by virus you mean the new disease that has spread over some regions of Ardent, then yes, I've heard of it.
I was shocked for a few seconds, before returning my stare to the goblin. I am happy to hear so, although I must ask, or was about to ask when the goblin itself spoke words that haven't been spoken before in my entire life as a Bog Frog citizen.
You can ask as much as you want. I may also have a lead to your investigation. All I ask in return is for you to present to the Black Thrush someone else's head as something resembling myself.
Taking the risk was the best choice I ever made. Perhaps the Thrush wouldn't have rewarded me with what I needed and just dispose of me afterwards. Yoko was right about something. Taking a risk is like a gamble. But if you don't proceed with it, how are you going to move forward with your ambitions? Just by thinking about Fire Knightlord gave me the strength to pull through and accept the goblin's deal. Fortunately, he was kind enough to provide me the location for the guy I need to take out who resembles him in more ways than one. Once done, I thanked him before, of course, getting the lead he promised, and then moving to location of meeting with the Thrush bastards. While waiting for them, many dangerous thoughts invaded my mind. Ambushes, assassinations, massacre. Nevertheless, it stopped the moment one Thrush member approached me. I showed him the head. While inspecting it, he found no reason not to trust me, then rewarded me with 1 gold coin. All of that work for just 1 gold coin? Anyways, the information he provided was of a name I thought I would go bloody murder upon hearing it. Apparently, Fire Knightlord is an alias used by a new villain figure. They didn't know more than that since they didn't want to be exposed to such viruses. For my first day of investigation, I wouldn't say it was that bad. A few twists and turns, but in the end it was rewarding. With this, I feel like I'm one step closer to my goal.